Hi cuties, if no one has told you already today, I want you to know that you are romanticized. For those of you that are new, welcome, I am Jem, and in today's pick a card reading, we are going to be discussing who finds you attractive. So before we hop right into that, I want to let you guys know the different ways you could watch this video. You could watch every single pile and choose and listen to the messages that resonate, and or you could choose a scrunchie that catches your eye, as long as you take what resonates and leave the rest. To be more clear about that message, to take what resonates and leave the rest, know that this is a generalized reading. Not everything you'll hear will match you, because this is viewed by several different people. So know that some of the messages may resonate, some of them won't, and the ones that don't take them. Ignore them. You have your own free will. If it's, especially if it's like a message that you're like a little bit worried about, please do not get paranoid, because you have your own free will to decide your future and the fate of your future. Like, just because something comes up and it's like, oh, this could possibly be a message, doesn't mean that you're going to go down that path. It's just like, it's a message. If it doesn't resonate, ignore it. So yeah, also know that every reader reads differently. I tend to read very candidly and honestly, so if that is not something that you can handle, you may not want to watch this video. I do honest and deep messages. I am honest. So also, before we hop right in, I want to let you guys know the different ways you could help out my channel. One is my DEPOP. I sell personal readings there. They're like 20 minutes long. All my tarot, all my oracles is listed there. You could literally purchase a reading and be like, hey, can you use the charms? Can you use the initials? I'd be like, yes, babe, I'll do it. So just let me know. And it'll be for your eyes only. Also, I want to say one more last thing is, when I say control is not love, I know I've been getting like 1 or 2 messages, not really, honestly, like probably not even for me to worry about. But I feel like I get a little bit of backlash about it, which is fine. You're allowed to have your own opinion, you know, everyone's different. I just want to address and make it more clear as to what I mean when I say that. Especially from someone who like watches, reads, goes to therapy. The thing with control is authentic love is the love you want and everyone wants. I mean, obviously, I guess some people want to be in a toxic relationship, but it's like, it's fun, yes, but if you really think about it for the long run, toxic love is only going to destroy you and your mental health more. So why go after something that is just going to hurt you? Why go after something that's, you know, ultimately going to hurt you? And what I mean by toxic love is someone who does not respect you, someone who controls you, someone who manipulates you, someone who, you know, tells you what to do, the controlling type. And that's why I always mention, whenever I see a reading where that could be an element in the reading, like I see a lot of it in, like my last reading, I saw a lot of it in. And I was like, I should definitely point this out, just in case if this could be like a warning for someone who watches this pile, because I'm getting very toxic love here, and I want to make note of it. But I understand the difference between wanting to be in a relationship where someone's a little bit more controlling and more of the dominant type of energy. I completely understand that. Like, sometimes you don't want to have to make a decision. Sometimes you just want, you know, someone else to take care of things and be like, hey, you know, like, you sit back, I'll make this decision. I'll be like, oh, we'll go to, you know, eat this tonight. Or the person steps up and takes the decisions and makes the actions. I completely get that, and that's nice. But what I'm channeling, and what I'm usually when I say those things, is not that type of love. That's a, you know, that is a mutual, respectful love. I'm talking about the ones that you have no control in the relationship. This person won't allow you to have any control. And it's not because they love you, it's because they possess you and they see you as an item. They literally see you as an object and something to possess, not a human being who has their own feelings, own emotions, own needs, and has their own decisions. It's okay to be someone who likes to have someone who's a little bit more dominant. I'm not saying that's, but I'm not saying, but there's a difference. And you need to make aware of the difference and understand, is this person controlling me and not letting me be my own person? Or is this person only deciding things and stepping up to the plate to make decisions for me in order to assist me and help me? So, I know I rambled a little bit, but I hope that makes that clear. I know I'm probably still gonna get hate about it, but that's just what I believe and my opinion on this topic. So whenever you hear me say like, oh, this person could possibly be very controlling, possessive, that is what I mean. It's the toxic love, not the authentic love. All right. Anyways, thank you so much for listening to that. I really appreciate it. We're going to hop into each pile now. So we have pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, and pile 4. So for pile 1, we have this really fluffy, really soft, scrunchy. It's just so nice to touch, like it's so soft. Yeah, it's a scrunchie I got. And also the image for pile 1 on the thumbnail is, will help you also select if you're interested in pile 1. So pile 1's image and this pile 1 scrunchie, if you're interested in pile 1. Okay, next one is kind of like a knitted, beautiful scrunchie. It's really nice, it's soft, it's a little bit more textured, but it's very comfortable. And pile 2's image will also correlate to pile 2. So if that caught your eye, then maybe you would like to pick pile 2. This is pile 2 scrunchie. I'm also trying to pick like new objects each time I do a pick a card reading. I just like to bring out new things and be like, hey, like, did this scratch your eye? Like, this to help you choose pile 1 or pile 2. This one's also really soft. This one's kind of like a blanket, like fabric. It feels like, honestly, like one of those fluffy sweaters that you get from like Forever 21 or something. This one's more like fur. This one's more like fabric. And it's really soft, very nice. It's a little bit more of like a cream. This is like white. Sorry if it's so defocused. This is like white. This is like a yellowish warm cream. This is another cream, but it's a little bit lighter, a little bit more white. But it's really cute. So if you like this one, you may want to pick pile 3 as well as the image on the thumbnail for pile 3. And then lastly, we have this scrunchie. This one kind of reminds me of like a sheep or some sort of like sheep's fur. Like those types of, like an animal fur. It's also like really coily, kind of looks like dog fur too, like one of those curly haired dogs, those cute ones. But yeah, so this is the scrunchie for pile 4. Maybe you have like a dog or a dog that may look like this that might resonate for pile 4. Also, of course, the image. Okay, thank you so much. We are now going to jump in to pile 1. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to pull some initials. I think the best way to start this is we're not really going to like see what the person thinks, or we might talk a little bit more about their personality, like so we really get to figure out who finds you attractive. But we are going to I'm going to pull some initials first of like what their name could be, their first name or last name, maybe some initials for that. So I'm going to dump some just so we get a little bit more specific. So we have I, could be an I name. We have N. We have, it could be a Z or an I. I meant Z or an N again. We have R. We have O. We have T. We have a lot of K's. So K could be significant. Someone's name, K. I'm thinking Kyle. Kyle just came up. We have X. That could be their initial. We have YL. What else? I'm also kind of thinking Nick. And maybe someone who says like XO, like they put XO in the chat, like they'll text you XO. All right, so those are the initials. Now let's get some messages. What are some messages? Something that this person would say to you. We can move these over. Let's put this up at the top over here. Okay. All right. So messages. Let's see, what are some messages this person might say or might say to you? Or something that might describe this person. Frick me. Okay, I'm just gonna restart this video because this is not working out for me. Hello, my beautiful pile ones. If you chose this scrunchie, this will be your reading on who finds you attractive. So first, we are going to pull some initials. What are some initials of pile 1? What are their initials? Pull a few, just so we get a little bit more specific. Oh, we got a lot here. Okay, so let me... this cross out. I tried to pull a few, but we pulled a lot, so there could be a lot of people that are picking pile 1. I just thought of friend zone. This could be someone that maybe is in the friend zone, or could be a friend right now. Okay, so PJ could be initials. Let me just read off each letter. So we have F. We have like 4 Fs. So F could be definitely significant. We have L, N. We have I, M. We have R, E, A, M, U, I, X, K, Q, B, T, C, and PJ. So initials could be like AM. Another issue could be KM, IU, LN, ER. I just thought Ram, like maybe they drive a Ram truck. IBX, it just reminds me of, I think there's an IBX bike, but I could be wrong. So if that resonates, you may want to stay tuned. So this could be like their initials or anything to do with their name. So we're gonna put this at the top. And we are now going to pull some messages. What are some messages that this person, to help describe who this person is, or what are their intentions? What are they, like something to help us understand who this person is so our viewer can figure out who finds them attractive. I hate when that happens. Okay. Right. What are some things that this person would like to say? 1, 2, or something about them to help describe who this person is. We got, they are trying to hurt us in reverse. So this could be interpreted in 2 different ways. Since it came out in reverse, this could be deep down. Oh, I also see Fran. Fran could be. Frank also could be. We got FBI, TP, JB, Kane, Callum, Lane. Okay, sorry. I just saw like a bunch of those things. Okay, so we also have, they're trying to hurt us in reverse. So we're going to pull some more messages to identify more specifically what that's trying to say. But this could be either they feel this way deep down, like they think you are trying to hurt them. or this could be deep down their intentions aren't the best. So let's see more. We have long hair. They could have longer hair than normal. So this is supposed to be their perspective, like what they are, like who they are, what do they look like. They could be someone who maybe goes outside a lot. Maybe they go like to a park or ground themselves in nature a lot. Or maybe this is just a piece of advice for them that they need to go outside more. Maybe they've been inside a lot lately. Something more about this person, please. 2, 3, what is something that they would like to say? This person could also possibly be someone who tells you to go outside more. They could be someone who says, like, oh, I'm not a kid, or they could be, like, trying to be like, oh, I'm not a child anymore, like, I'm old, I'm grown now. Like, they could be someone who maybe gets a little bit insecure when people consider them, like, childish. They could be a little bit childish, but maybe they're trying to, like, act more mature. Which is, like, listen, it's okay to be a little bit childish, like, it's your inner child, you know? Life is too serious, too short to be so serious all the time. 1, let's see some more messages. 2, 3. I love your eyes. This person could definitely like your eyes, the way your eyes look. You could be someone who maybe has really mesmerizing eyes. This person could definitely find you attractive. I just looked at the back of this and got these names. So this could be this person's name. I didn't mean to look at the back of this, but it just came out, so I'm gonna take it. They could start with a J name, like one of these names. They could, so it's Jake, Josh, John, Joe, James, Jacob, Jamie, Jen, Jade, Jeremy. They could start with a B name, Brandon, Brooke, Bobby, Bella, Blake, Bethany, Ben, Bradley, Billy, Brian. And then, or it could be a K name, Kate, Kyle, Clyde, Kyla, Kevin, Chloe, Casey. I meant, is that Casey? Yeah, Casey, Kiera, Casper, Kylie. So that could be someone's name, like one of their names, who finds you attractive. 2. We got walking on a tightrope, I think came out first. So we also have Dusty Crusty. I'm going to just take it for those who resonate. If it doesn't resonate, ignore it. But this could be a message. So with the walking on the tightrope, this could be a message saying, like, they could feel like they're very anxious right now, or like they feel like they're walking on a tightrope with something. Like maybe their life isn't that stable right now. They're kind of like going through shit. And it's like walking on a tightrope, like the rope is getting thinner and thinner, and like they don't know. Like it's a very like they're walking on eggshells, and maybe it's around you more specifically. Like maybe they're really worried about how they'll act around you, or they just like, that could be something like they don't want to fuck up. And walking on a tightrope, maybe it's like very anxiety inducing. We have Dusty Crusty, so this person could be Dusty Crusty, like maybe it's like someone who's not really like, someone who's a little bit of like, dusty, like they're kind of like dusty, like not someone you may be interested in, but if that doesn't resonate, ignore it. This could also just be someone in the reading that may be Dusty Crusty, that may be involved, that maybe they're having an issue with, that might consider them a little bit childish. That could be something. Let's pull some more messages to... Oh, I have so much to learn. I think this came in reverse, so this person could be someone who has a lot to learn. Like maybe they feel like they have so much to learn and then they are not ready maybe to be in a relationship, or maybe to get married, or they just like are not in the right mindset right now. Like they still have such a journey ahead of them with all the lessons that they have to learn in life. Like maybe they're just a beginner with lessons, like maybe they've been inside a lot, that it's like they haven't really explored or like learned a lot of lessons. Maybe specifically in like a relationship. 3. Set your boundaries in reverse. So this could be saying that this person might feel like they need to set their boundaries with you, like deep down they might feel that way. Or maybe you feel this way, like you need to set your boundaries with this person deep down. This could be someone you need to set boundaries with. We have cute dog. They could have a really cute dog. Cute dog. Like, they just have a really cute dog. Maybe they post their dog a lot on, like, social media. 1, 2. Oh. We got... I'm gonna take... I saw this one come out before. We have warning on your health. There could be something about your health that you may need to pay attention to. For example, like, maybe you need to go for a checkup to the doctors, or... just like maybe feeling sick lately or not feeling the best. We also have be honest with yourself. So this could be a message maybe to you or to them saying like you need to be honest with yourself. Like, is this the type of person you want in your life? Like, obviously this has nothing to, like, we're not talking about being in a relationship. This is just talking about like who may be interested in you. But maybe that's something they tell themselves, like, be honest, like, with themselves. Like, maybe they tell themselves, like, be honest, like, will this ever work out? Would this situation work out? Does this person even really want you? You know, like, maybe that's the way they try to convince themselves that, like, they could be, like, attracted to you and maybe want something, but it's like they may always convince themselves otherwise, like, they'll be honest and be like, hey, maybe it's not the best. We're gonna pull 3 more messages and then we'll be done. 2. Give us some more advice. What else about this? 2, 3. We have look at the bottom of the tarot card deck for answers. We'll do that once we get into them. And this one kind of wanted to come out too. I miss you. So this could be possibly a connection that maybe you guys were close before, whether it was like in a relationship or not, but this person definitely misses you. And they could also possibly be thinking about you right now. So yeah, so take it how it resonates. We are now going to, I think, maybe pull some more. We're gonna pull some oracles about this person. So what are some things about this person? Let us understand, please. Help us understand a little bit more about this person. What type of person they are, what type of maybe zodiac sign, what type of personality, what things do they face, what type of thoughts do they have. Please help us understand who this person is. So I'm going to shuffle these cards one more time, and then we will get into it. Who is this person? Okay. So who is this person? 1, 2. Oh, we have luck. This person could be very... Oh, we have luck. Okay, so this person could be very lucky. And we also have people pleasing came out. This person could possibly be a people pleaser. But they could have a lot of luck on their hands. Like maybe when it comes to like certain things, they always tend to get lucky. Like they somehow just always like somehow get like the best luck for things. I don't know how to explain it better, but like, for example, like if they're like gambling, somehow they like win, or like if they post something, they somehow get like a bunch of likes, and it's just like random luck. People pleasing here with a people pleasing card. They could be someone who's a people pleaser, like maybe something in their family where they like people pleased one of their parents, so like that's what they do with love. Like they could be a people pleaser. So people pleasing means like they automatically assume like they don't like communicate well, like their boundaries, they don't set healthy boundaries. They kind of just like let people step over their boundaries in order to make the other person happy, because they think that setting their own boundaries is going to like upset the other person, even though that's like a healthy thing to do. And if someone doesn't let you set healthy boundaries, then they're not here for you, they're here to just take advantage. So that's why you should always communicate your boundaries, even if this person gets upset or not. We have mental illness. So this person could possibly face or have mental illness a little bit, suffering from mental illness. This could be specifically with people pleasing. That's something to do with that. For example, like they could have like extreme guilt, or they could have a lot of anxiety. That could be one of their illnesses, or something they struggle with. 1, 2, 3. We have house of communication, 3rd house. This person could be a good communicator. We have it upright. So I'm suspecting someone who could be a very good communicator, or communicates a lot. Like they may not communicate their boundaries, but they talk a lot. Like this person likes to tell you everything about their life. Like they just continue to talk, and like they like to talk. But they may have issues with being vulnerable, like talking about their feelings and talking about boundaries. They may actually not be that difficult. I think like when it comes to like respecting themselves, they may have trouble doing that. But when it comes to like maybe like talking about how they care about you, might be something that they're like, it's easier for them to do. Like, cause we have I miss you upright. Like maybe they do tell you like that they care about you, or like they're not like shy to say it. Like, yeah. We have surrounding space. They could possibly be dealing with a messy surrounding space right now, because maybe like life is a little bit difficult for them right now. I have a feeling that they could be going through a hard time just because of like some of the cards that I were getting. But they could have a dirty surrounding space because this is in reverse. They could be having like a shitty surrounding space right now. Maybe like it's not even about whether it's dirty or not. It could also it could also be like home life right now isn't the best right now. Like their surrounding space, like what they consider home, is a little unstable right now. 2, 3. We have partnership, 7th house. So they could possibly be joining in a certain partnership. This could be like business related, or maybe, I mean, it could be like partnership, like romantic. But I'm feeling a little bit more like business related, just because of the way the hands are like shaking. They could be joining some sort of like co-partnership, or they're like working together in a partnership with others. They could also possibly be reflecting a lot in this time. 2, with this number 7, 3. We have Leo. They could be a Leo. So they could be someone who has a lot of self-care, is learning to find more self-care. They could also be very outgoing, and they could be quite passionate. 2. Oh, we have House of Friendship in reverse. They could have issues possibly with their friends, because we do have this in reverse, and it could go related to people pleasing. Like they may people please a lot, and that might fuck up their friendships a lot. So they tend to like overdo, they may give a lot and give too much to their friends, thinking that their friends will reciprocate, but in reality they're just emptying their cup too much, and they don't respect themselves. So they teach others that because they don't set healthy boundaries, they teach others that them over giving too much is okay, when in reality it's not. And like you need to say like, I come first, I need to, you know, figure my like what I need first, and then I could come and help you. Like you need to fill your cup in first in order to fill others. So they could have possible issues with like friendships. Like maybe they tend to lose like friendships because they may fall into like feeling disrespected a lot. 2, 3. We have House of Health. We have a lot of houses here. So House of Health, this could be like mental health here. So they could definitely be dealing with mental health right now. They could be possibly reflecting a lot or trying to improve their mental health. It could House of Health also deals with how they pertain to health. Maybe they're not really taking care of themselves, or maybe they are putting in a lot of effort in their physical health, or it could be the other way around. Like maybe they're putting a lot more effort into their mental health rather than their physical health, because it's in reverse. All right, what are some other cards? 2. We have Separation. They could possibly be dealing with a heartbreak right now, and that might be the reason to why they are struggling a lot. So, sorry, this light is like not in the best area. They could be struggling with a heartbreak, like they may have broke up with their significant other, possibly, and it might have to do with you, to be honest. Like you could have made an influence, or this could be like separation, like they just had a difficult separation with someone, like their friends, or maybe separation with you. Like maybe there was a separation with you, like, and whether you were in a connection or not, like a relationship or not, they could be feeling a little bit hurt by it. But I think whoever they are separating from is like a good thing, because it's upright and it's like this is for them to, like, it's a good thing for them to continue and continue on. Like they're benefiting from the separation. 2 more. We have Isolation. They could definitely be isolating themselves, possibly in their house. Like, oh, I didn't even realize there's cards here. Should I take these 2? We'll shuffle and see if they come out. Separation came out, and there's a lot of purple as well, so I'm definitely getting, like, mental health. They're definitely maybe reflecting a lot. I think this isolation could be that they're staying a lot in their house a lot, or they could be, if this is, like, the opposite, this could be, like, they're not in their house at all. Like, they're not even going home ever. They could be out of their house a lot because maybe if their house is unstable, it's like they're never home. This could also just be that they're inside their house a lot, and they're inside their surrounding space a lot. They're isolating themselves from everyone, and they're kind of just like in their space. They're like sanctuary. And it might be a little bit dirty. Could be. Okay, let's see. We have also, lastly, the House of the Unconscious Mind. So, a lot of self-reflection. I think this person is definitely thinking things out, like, mentally. We have the House of the Subconscious Mind, and the subconscious mind is like your repressed anger. Maybe this person's reflecting on like what triggered them, or what things bother them, like asking themselves why a lot. They could also reflect on like their insecurities, possibly. They could also be like just maybe figuring out their subconscious mind and like who they are as a person, and like figuring out like why they act a certain way or how to react better to things. Okay, I talked a lot. I also still wanted to pull some more messages. Like, I want more. Give me more. I want to do appearance cards. Maybe we could just do less this time. I think less is more. So, we'll just do a couple appearance cards. What type of appearance do they have? Like, what do they look like? 1, 2, 3. They could possibly have a big nose. An interesting, distinct nose. Big nose. They could also have ear piercings, like specific ear piercings. Maybe they decorate their ears in jewelry. 1, 2, 3. They could have close set eyes, like their eyes are pretty close together. One, 2, 3. They could also possibly have upturned eyes. Their eyes could be upturned. I think that's upturned, yeah. 3, 1, 2, 3. They could be someone that has like these hazel eyes, like some sort of like hazel brown. I want to pull one more. Let's pull one more. 1, 2, 3. They could also have a nose piercing. Possible nose piercing. Okay. Now that we have the appearances, what are some love things that they maybe would like to share? Whoever this person is, they find you attractive. They could also be seeking interest, or they could still be hung up on you. That's what I'm getting. Like hung up. They don't know, like, maybe how to move on. They could like really want to move on, but it's like difficult somehow. 1. I saw is a fire sign. 2, 3. So we're definitely getting fire here. They could be someone who always fixes your hair or rubs your back when you need comfort. They could like to like rub your back. 1. Ooh. We have this relationship is 30-70. So they could feel like they put a lot of effort into this relationship and maybe feel like they don't get it reciprocated back. But like maybe they're learning that it's not about the other person, it's more about you too. Like you need to like establish healthy boundaries so they know like what more they can offer and what more they can give. Like you have to tell people. You can't just assume that people know how to love you if you don't tell them how they should. Like, for example, people like different things. How are they supposed to know that you like to be gifted flowers? How are they supposed to know that you like to, you know, obviously people have different ways of loving. For example, some people like to gift give, some people like physical touch, some people like, you know, so you have to express that and let them know. Also, obviously, it depends on also like, even if you do, I think it depends, like, if you do say those things and you're like, hey, like, this is the stuff I like, and they don't do it, then it goes to show that that person doesn't care to put effort in. It's not that they don't know. The first time they make a mistake, it was because they didn't know, but now the second time they continue to not do it after they know, goes to show they don't care. We have is nervous with you and shy to talk to you. They could be like nervous. I haven't gotten that card, so that's definitely very specific for this reading. They could be very nervous to talk to you and shy. Okay, let's see. What else? 1, 2, 3. We have take action and go ask them out. If you're interested in them, definitely go ask them out. They could be, or they could be, that could be a message saying to them to go do it, but I think like what they want is you to do it. They want you to come to them, for sure. Obviously depends on what it is that you want, but yeah. It says take action and go ask them out. And then we also have will always be there to support you. This person could be very supportive, like financially supportive too. I'm getting like, not even like financially, but like more like structured. Like they're supportive, very supportive. All right, let's do some charms. I'm gonna try to stick away from the initials because we already have like a lot of initials above. because I got new charms. Let's see if we would get any. I'm gonna get rid of these. I see a lot of C's, so C could be significant. C is also already there. Also, the Q came out again, so someone could be Q. Oh shit, there's a little tiny message that is accidentally in the wrong thing. Someone could be a ginger. Like ginger. We have ginger. They could have ginger hair. That came off. We also have L again. And T came out again. And R came out again. So those could be specific. Okay, and I really do think that whoever spirit guide really wants me to say, because it literally dropped on the floor, someone could be an S name too. I just thought of Sal. Or just an S name. Alright, let's look at the charms. Okay, we got a dog bone, so definitely someone has a cute dog. Or someone could just have dogs, like maybe cares a lot about your dogs. Okay. So we have the 9th house. Where is it? Yeah, the 9th house came out, which I'm not really even sure what the 9th house is. So that could be something you could look up. We also have Mars here. This person could be going through like a fucking Mars transition, like going through a really rough time. I got some new charms here. This is one of them. This is actually, I consider this like a dog bell. So their dog could possibly have like a little like dog bell or like a cat bell. We have a little angel here. This could be like a Cupid, because we have love here. Like there could be someone, like this is a really specific message, but there could be like an angel watching over you that is like wanting this relationship to come together. And it doesn't mean that they're right and that the relationship should, but it's like they're really like, they really want this relationship to come together. And maybe that's why this person is so hung up on you. Like they were shot by Cupid's bow. We also have a little sailboat. That could be something specific like driving on a sailboat together, or like maybe a sailboat adventure maybe was something specific. We have like a little leaf here. I always think of growth, but I also think of fall whenever I see that. We literally have an image of like a dog, little fluffy dog, and it's like a white dog. It reminds me of like that the pile 3s, or no, pile 4s fabric, so you may want to watch that. We have a little deck of cards. Like maybe you guys played like a card game together, or play a lot of card games. We have K and A on here. That could be an initial. And they're like hearts. You could be like the ace of hearts, and they could be like possibly a king, or it could be the other way around. We also have like a motorcycle. Someone could possibly be interested in motorcycles or like to drive motorcycles. We have an Aries. Someone could be an Aries. And we have courageous. They could be very courageous. We have another heart here. We have luck. Lucky charm, like the 4-leaf clover. Someone could possibly be Irish. It doesn't have to be though, but this could also just mean like there's luck towards this connection, or maybe this person is very lucky. I just thought of lucky to have you. They could also just be luck towards this connection. We also have like the little hand, what is this thing called? What is it? Is it the all-seeing eye with the hand? I forgot what this is called. If you know what it is, please let me know down in the comments. But it's like, I think it's for protection. Like this is for protection. So this could be something like whatever relationship might be 30-70. It's like, this is protection. To like maybe help the relationship, or just some sort of protection for you. Like there's nothing to worry about. Like there's protection guarding you. Your angels, like literally there's an angel here. There's nothing to worry about. I have no idea what the hell this is, so I guess this is your own interpretation. This looks like a string. And then we have lastly this like circular sphere where it says dream, hope, trust, love. Dream, hope, trust, love. It's like a circle to like represent the circular connection. It's like always connected. Like it just keeps going in a circle, doesn't end. Okay, I think that's all I have for you, Pile 1. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please give this video a like. I just saw a 3-3 and I saw 5-5, so those numbers could be significant. 3 represents groups and growth, and 5 represents a lot of change, and we literally have Mars here, which represents a lot of change. So, and instability. This person could be feeling very unstable. Yeah, so if that resonates, I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please give this video a like and consider subscribing, and I'll see you in one of my next ones. Bye! Wait, I also wanted to say, you do the most amount of growth when you're in unstable situations. If you ever notice, people's lives could, like, if you ever ask someone, usually when people are doing the best financially or doing the best in their career or chasing their passions, they're always feel very unstable in their life. Like, it's like their life is usually crumbling in another aspect of their life. So it's like it comes with growth. It's like it comes to balance life. Like it's like you can succeed so much and you can, you know, surpass your expectations, but it's like there has to be things in your life that come also in order to create like this fair and like balanced like balance. So it's like usually like, for example, Tyson Fury, he literally got into like, this is a boxer, he literally got into like a bunch of car accidents. I think he lost his like parent or something. Like he went through a very difficult life. Like he struggled a lot, and look at where he's at now. He's literally the #1 heavyweight champion and is astronomically rich. Like it was like that had to, he didn't have the perfect life. No one has a perfect life. No matter how rich they are, they had to live through stuff, in my opinion, to balance it out. Like they literally, yeah. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye! Hello, my beautiful Pile 2. If you chose this scrunchie, this will be your reading on who finds you attractive. So the person who may find you attractive, we are going to first pull some initials they may have. I'm going to shuffle this up real quick. A loud noise. Okay, now let's pull some initials. I'm going to pull a little because the last one I pulled a lot, and I want to be more specific on the initials here. So this person's initials could be LM. I just thought of Liam. We got NC. I got YL. They don't have to be connected. Also, I just thought of New York City. And also NC, I also thought of North Carolina. It doesn't have to be, but I could just be significant. Also, it could just be separate, like someone's first initial. And then we also have F here. Okay, so now, so those could be the initials of the person who finds you attractive. And let's see a little bit more of who this person is. What type, like, who is this person? Who are they? What about them? All right, we are gonna pull some messages. What are some messages that this person would like to say? I think we could shuffle like maybe 3 of these, and then let's like switch it up a little bit. Let's make it fun. Let's make it creative. Switch it up. What are some things this person would like to say to you? Ooh. This deck is like annoying. All right, what are some things that this person may want to say to you, or something that to help us understand who this person is, maybe like describe them. Okay, we have I'm dying inside. Okay, they could definitely be struggling with something right now. Maybe dying inside on how much they like you. Like maybe they're like thinking about you a lot and it's like they can't like just let it go. 1, 2, 3. Something else we would like to see. We got cupcake phase and take a breath. Like maybe this person needs to take a breath. You could also, this could be like maybe you guys are mirroring each other and it's like this person, you guys could both be like really stressed out and like both needing to take a breath. And then we also have cupcake phase. Someone could be in a cupcake phase. Maybe you're in a cupcake phase with this person, or maybe this person just got into a relationship and is experiencing cupcake phase. Or maybe they're experiencing a cupcake phase with you. Like maybe they think about, they're like thinking about it. Like maybe you guys aren't even in it just yet, but it's like they're thinking so much about you and how they could be attracted to you that they're thinking about like they could be putting you on a pedestal and like thinking about the cupcake phase and all these different things. 1, 2, 3. We also have this isn't over yet, don't give up. So this could be a message to the both of you, like maybe you guys like fought. I'm kind of getting maybe you guys fought and you guys like kind of took space, and it's saying like take a deep breath, recollect your emotions. This person could be like dying inside about the situation. And maybe it was like the end of the cupcake phase, or it could be like maybe you guys entered the cupcake phase. I'm not really sure how that relates. I think this is supposed to be about this person, so I think this person may see you as the cupcake phase, like they literally like see in a crazy like amount of romance for you, like passion, romance. This could be a very passionate romantic relationship, but know that the hotter the flame, usually the quicker it burns out. So that could just be something to pay attention to. And that's maybe why like maybe they worry something about the cupcake phase. Like maybe they worry that it would end quick. And it isn't over yet, don't give up in reverse. This person could be feeling deep down like they don't want to give up on this relationship. They don't feel like it's over yet. They don't want to let it go. So if that resonates with any of those messages, that could be the person that is into you, attracted to you. They could be very attracted to you right now. We are going to pull some more messages though. Let's see what else can we get about this person. They could be not telling you the whole truth, I'm seeing. Let me see. Let's see. What else does this person have to say? Or something to help us understand who this person is. We see not telling you the whole truth. There could be something that maybe they aren't saying. Okay, we have they are worried about you. I don't know what about, and they could care so much about you. They could be worried that I'm trying to think. They could be worried about you about something. I'm not really sure exactly. Maybe some sort of health concern, like literally like it says I'm dying inside, like maybe you're having difficulties with your health and they could be worried about that. Or it could be like maybe they're not telling you the full story about something and maybe they're worried about how you'll react to it. Okay, let's see what else. 1, 2, 3. Wants to hold your hand. This came in reverse, so this could be something they think about deep down, like they just want to hold your hand, possibly. 1, 2, 3. We also have will always be loyal. So in reverse. So I think this is a message. I'm gonna take it as a positive just because we have pretty good cards here. Like I have a lot of not the greatest. We also have hubby material on the back. So usually I have a couple cards in here that aren't the greatest. So I'm gonna take this as good. Like they will always be loyal. Like they could be a loyal person. Maybe they do a couple fishy things and like maybe not be very honest, but because we did see they're not telling you the whole truth. But that could just be because maybe they're not telling you, expressing their feelings about how they feel about you. That could be something. It might not even be that they're lying. Like it's kind of like they just don't know how to express how they feel. And maybe they don't know how to begin to express how they feel too. Like, what the fuck do I do? Okay, now let's look at the career. Maybe this could help us understand possibly their career. To help us identify who this person is. Who is this person? Okay, who is this person? Something about their job. 1, 2, 3. Take a vacation. They need to take a vacation. They may go on vacation soon, actually, because they may be really needing to take a break. They could be really, like, stressed out about this situation, or they may want to take a vacation with you. 2, 3. I want to expand my knowledge. This person could be very, they like to learn new things. Maybe they find a lot of joy in, like, expanding their knowledge and learning new things. That could be something that they really enjoy. And we have children are expensive. So this could be a message like this person may not want children because maybe they feel like children are very expensive. This could also be that maybe you will have children with them. And it ends up being very expensive and like that could be something. Or it could just be like, maybe this is like a warning saying like, hey, like children are expensive, wear protection. That could be something. All right. Let's get one more of these and then we'll pull some yellow cards. 1, 2, oh, we have buying a new home. They could possibly be moving out of their house right now and they are wanting to like get out of their house and buy a new home, or they could just be like buying a new home for themselves in reverse, or they could in reverse it's like they really want to buy a new home, they want to buy their own house. Okay, let's see what else we got. What else does he want to say? Sorry, I apologize. I said he. What else does this person want to say? I keep seeing like cyclone. I don't know why. Cyclone, cyclops. Maybe this person has one eye. If that doesn't resonate, fucking ignore it. But I keep like this cyclist. Maybe this person rides a bike. 1, 2, 3. Like maybe they like to like compete. C's get degrees. You guys could have like, this person could have a mentality of like C's get degrees. Like they don't really care to get the best grades. They only care to like graduate and pass. 1, 2, 3. That could be how they feel deep down. Could also be the opposite. Like maybe this person really stresses out about getting good grades and maybe that's one of the reasons to why they're dying inside. We also have healing is remembering you have always been whole. That's a really beautiful message. Wow, I didn't even know I had that there. That's a really beautiful message. Healing is remembering you've always been whole. Maybe this person is on their healing journey right now, or needs to learn how to be whole again. Like maybe they feel like they've been so dependent on other things that they need to realize like all you really need is yourself in life. 1, 2, 3. We have talking to your spirit guides, saying things out loud. Maybe this person likes to talk to themselves out loud when they're alone. I know this is kind of like this isn't going to really identify who this person is and who finds you attractive, but something specific about this person is maybe they talk to themselves a lot and they say things out loud about what they want to do. And that's like them talking to their spirit guides, like the people that watch over them. 1, 2, 3. We have passionately talking. So they could be possibly passionately talking to someone deep down, because we have it in reverse, or there could be an absence of passionately talking to someone. Yeah. Okay, so let's do some oracles. Let's find some, like, let's figure out who this person is a little bit more specifically. What type of personality do they have? What type of zodiac sign? Please give us a zodiac that might be significant. Oh, this card almost fell. Alright. Let's see. What type of personality do they have? Okay, they could definitely be hurting from a separation. Their heart could be literally hurting from a breakup or some sort of separation they had. I don't think it was a loss. I think it definitely was just maybe they like separated themselves from someone, and that could be really hurting. Maybe they're very hurt about maybe creating separation from you, or if some sort of separation, they're hurting a lot. 1, 2, and it's like physically hurting their heart. 3. We have mental illness again. I don't know why I keep getting the same cards as the last pile. I'm gonna shuffle again, but you may want to check out pile 1. But yeah, this person definitely might be struggling with mental illness just because of the separation. Like they could be like really going through it right now. Like it could be a lot to handle right now, whatever it is. Let's see. They could also just be having health issues that could be causing a lot of problems. We have destiny, one way or another. I think this situation, whatever they are going through, was going to happen one way or another. And it was like possibly needed to happen in order for this person to learn new lessons. And then we have geometric in reverse. So when I created this card, geometric, to represent like when things line up. Like this is kind of like abstract thinking, but as when you design things, you tend to like to have things like line up so it makes sense. Like it's never random. It's usually like mathematically, like it's supposed to be it's supposed to fit. But in reverse, it's like the opposite of that. Like it's just like there's something like this person could be in a situation, or their life could be feeling very random, like things don't make sense. Maybe that's how they're seeing it right now. They could also be someone that maybe just doesn't understand that way of thinking. They may do things randomly. Like they may not like really look for things to make sense. It's kind of like they just like to randomly do things or decide things. And maybe it's based on how they feel rather than what makes mental sense, if you catch my drift. Okay, this fucking thing needs to stop. Okay, let's pull one more and then we'll change the deck. Please give me like a zodiac placement. I'd appreciate it. 1, 2. I keep getting fertility, bro. I'm just gonna take it. We got fertility. It like showed it itself and like it like kind of flipped out weird, so I put it back, but it flipped out again. So fertility could be significant. Ooh, maybe this person got someone pregnant. Or maybe a loss of a baby. Or I'm thinking maybe the person that they were with couldn't become fertile and have children. If none of that makes any sense, completely ignore those messages. This could just be maybe this person is currently in their fertile window and could possibly get pregnant, or maybe you may have a child with this person in the future. Also, I didn't mean to shuffle, but we got stability. So this person could be possibly very stable. Like they're quite stable of a person. All right, I want to pull some Prism oracles. Get their emotions. Like, how are they feeling? What are their emotions? Let's get some more emotions. I think I'm gonna put this away just because I don't like the, like for example, that would be something geometric because I didn't like the way it looked, like how it sticked out, like it didn't line up, it didn't make sense, so I put it away. Okay, so let's now. What are the emotions that they could possibly be feeling right now to help us understand who this person is who finds pile too attractive? 1, 2, 3. We have protection. They could be feeling very protected right now, or that they need protection, possibly with their health. Maybe they feel like they need protection for their health. We got growth came out. They could be going through a lot of growth because of this separation that they may have had. Maybe they broke up with someone recently and they're going through a lot of growth. Or maybe they just separated from someone and it's taught them a lot of things. 2, 3. We have balance. They could be possibly finding more of a balance when it comes to their mental and physical health. Or trying to find more of a balance, maybe with their positive and negative thinking also. Like, maybe they're trying to not be so negative all the time and trying to be more positive with life. 1, 2, 3. We have flow. They could possibly be going with the flow with their destiny. They're kind of just not really choosing, like, which direction to go right now. They're kind of just, like, letting destiny guide them through a path. We also have like turquoise blue lined up perfectly, so that color could be significant. Like maybe they wear that color a lot, maybe they are starting to like that color more now, or just like pick that color out now. I don't know why, but I just thought of Aquarius when I thought of that. So also this could be like they literally are just letting like their destiny take the ropes and let things play out for themselves rather than them taking the ropes. Maybe learning to step back a bit. We have sad. They could be feeling very sad about maybe this random outcome that wasn't like, that didn't make any sense. Maybe, for example, like a loss of a child. They are like, this doesn't make any sense to why we would lose this child, or this doesn't make any sense to why this person maybe can't have children, or some sort of like sadness could have possibly came out of like some sort of random occurrence that was out of their control, maybe. 1, 2, 3. We have creativity. So, they could be definitely feeling lack of motivation. Maybe because of this loss, or because it's in reverse, they could be like a lackluster, or maybe this hardship that they faced is making them to appreciate life more and causing them to be more creative in their life, and maybe be more creative when it comes to, like, this is kind of a weird message, but being more creative when it comes to maybe protection, like being protected, or being more creative when it comes to maybe like having a child, like finding new ways, maybe like trying to find new ways on how they could possibly have this child, or yeah, I don't know. Okay, now let's pull some charms, and I think that'll be it for your reading pile too. Oh, I actually want to pull some appearance cards. I forgot. Let's see what this person looks like. What does this person look like who is attracted to you? They could be dark skin. I think that's like the darkest I have, or that might be second to darkest. One, oh, two, three. This person could possibly have, oh, a deviated septum. I was gonna say big lips, but it literally didn't want to come out, but both of them came out, so I'll take it. They could have a deviated septum and possibly big lips. One, two. Oh, we also have a scar. They could possibly have a scar on their face somewhere. Like Scarface, I just thought of. Scar on their face. One, two, three. We got like, I forgot what they're called. Just like regular, like doughy eyes. They could have like doe eyes. Someone could also possibly have long nails. They could possibly have like long nails. Okay, now let's pull some charms. And I think that will be the end to your reading pile too. I hope I don't drop my ring in here. Like, feel like I'm gonna drop my ring. Okay. What are some things about this person? What are some charms? Okay, so we have a butterfly. We have scissors, possibly cutting people out. Could be something. We have a skull. Like, I just thought of poison or like death. That maybe like the separation, some sort of transformation. We have peace, finding peace, maybe trying to find peace, be at peace with possibly something that was out of their control. We have travel. It talked about going on vacation with the plane. We have Virgo. They could possibly be a Virgo. We have a cat. This person could possibly have a cat or like cats. We have a little fairy. We have this like little king princess like pearl here. I just got this charm recently. So that could be something like, I just thought of like a queen. And then we have another arrow, like bow and arrow, like shooting them with a bow and arrow. We also have, let's see. We also have the moon. This could be due to their emotions, like high emotions, how they react to their emotions. And then we have teacup pouring out some tea. Should I pull out some words? Yeah, we can pull out some words. Let's see. What are some words? Some specific words that might help you identify who this person is. Something that may say. We have advise. They could like advise you, or maybe they're going to advisement to get advice. They may give you a lot of advice. We got Jujutsu. This person could be possibly entering Jujutsu, or they could be watching Jujutsu Kaisen, like that anime. We have Charger. This person could possibly use chargers around you, or I know that's such a generalized message, but like they could possibly like steal your chargers, or something about your chargers is like significant with this person. We also have Instagram, significant with their Instagram, like maybe they tend to post a lot or DM you a lot. We have girl. This could be a girl. And we also have joke. This person could joke a lot. I got that message before. This person could possibly like to joke a lot with you. Okay, that is all I have for you, Pile 2. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please give this video a like and consider subscribing. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in one of my next ones. Bye! Hello, my beautiful Pile 3s. If you chose this scrunchie, this will be your reading on who finds you attractive. So first, we're going to pull some charms. Well, we're going to pull some initials and see what their first initial or last initial is. Or what their name could be. Okay, I'm just gonna pull a couple so we can get more starter up beginning. We have A, could be their initial. We have Q, we have V. Q came out again. Q, I just thought of Quinn. We got X. We got X again came out. We got Y. We have N. 2 N's came out. I just thought Nat. Like Nate, maybe. Nate could be something. Or Nat. Like, I just thought Natalie. I just saw a Z, so it could be like Zate. I don't even know if that's a name. We got D. And then we also have F. F could be significant. I just saw DF, like, down to fuck. So that could be something. Okay, so those are the initials. And I'm going to put them at the top here. And then we're going to pull some messages to help us understand who this person could be. So, who is this person? I want to shuffle this deck more thoroughly. Who is this person? Who is this person? Help us understand who this person is. Maybe something that they would like to say to you. AD, I just thought of Aiden with those initials. This could also be possibly an ex, like an ex that you have. Okay, let's see where some messages to help us identify who this person is. I'm sad in reverse. They could be feeling definitely sad deep down. Feeling sad about something. I'm not sure exactly what, so let's see some more cards. 1. You could possibly know that this person is sad. 2, but you may also not know at all. 2, 3. We have social standards, stereotypes. This person could be a little bit, have like a social standard, like maybe this person's a little bit, traditional in their ways, like they have like social stereotypes a bit, like they think that way a little bit. We have center of attention. This person may like to be the center of attention. They may like to get people's eyes on them and like to pay attention to them. That could also be like, I just thought of a possible reason to why they may be like that. Maybe they have a very outgoing family, so when they're like home, they aren't allowed to talk much, like they don't talk at all, but then when they're out and about, it's like they don't shut the fuck up. But it's like, it's not a bad thing, but it's like they are always the center of attention and like to be the center of attention because maybe they feel like at home they're not the center of attention. We have give it time. This person could possibly be someone you need to give time to for them to process and get through whatever sadness they may be struggling, or maybe they need to work on and reflect on maybe possible stereotypes. And they could also be someone that's like, it's like talking to a wall. It could be very difficult to communicate with this person because they could just not understand. So that could be something. Let's pull another deck to pull some cards from. I think the next we should do is the yellow. Okay, what are some yellow cards that this person... commutative, air sign cards. What are some cards that something that they would like to communicate with us? what are some things? 1, 2, 3. We have, why am I so boring to people? Maybe people find them like, maybe they're feeling a little bit insecure about being boring. When in reality, people might not even think that. Maybe it's just like one person that has said that and they feel like, you know, why do people find me so boring? When in reality, it's like, it's just in their head and like an overthought and an insecurity. When there's other people out there that don't think that way. We also have letting go of the past. They could be a little stereotypical when it comes to a certain type of group of people because they may have trauma related to it. For example, like they could hate like women or they could hate men, maybe because of some sort of traumatic experience with that gender from the past that they may need to let go of. If that doesn't resonate, it could just be like this person may be holding on to the past a lot and rather than continuing to the future. 1, 2, 3. Taking what people say to heart. They could definitely be feeling a bit insecure, feeling pretty insecure, I'm getting, about what people say to them. I think someone may have called them boring, and they could be definitely taking a lot of things to heart. This person could be very like insecure when it comes to what other people say about them. And it could be because of some past thing that they're holding on to, some sort of insecurity that they haven't let go of. That might be, like maybe they care a lot what other people think of them, and that's why they like to be the center of attention. So this could be, these are examples of how this person could be. This is the person that could be very attracted to you. 1, 2, 3. Don't overshare. This person could possibly overshare, or this could be a message to you saying don't overshare with this person because they may talk about it behind your back with other people. 2, let's pull one more. 3. Don't assume because you make an ass out of me and you. So this person could possibly assume a lot of things rather than just asking. And that could like definitely fuck up their perspective on people just because they may think that people are out to get them when in reality like it's not the case. They could also possibly maybe they feel like they can't overshare with people. Like maybe they tend to fall into like oversharing and they're like, fuck, like why did I just share everything now? People are gonna say or use this against me maybe. Okay, let's see what their career is like. What is their career? How are they doing in their career? Could also represent Earth sign placements, so we could see what we're getting. 1. Oh, we have. Oh, this card wanted to come out. So I'm going to take it. It says sensitive, but brutally honest. This person could definitely be pretty insecure. And I'm kind of getting like Virgo vibes. This person could be a Virgo. Sensitive yet brutally honest. Like this person could possibly like, they're very sensitive and it's because they feel insecure. And like whenever someone says something that might be very honest, they kind of like take offense to it rather than hearing what they have to say or like listening to their criticism. They kind of just like, no, you know, like they just don't want to listen to you. And also they could be very brutally honest back. Like they'll be like, or like shift the blame or just like say that like, oh, well, you are looking blah, blah, blah today or whatever. This person could possibly also like, they could be very brutally honest, like kind of mean when it comes to saying things. Like they can't handle people criticizing them, but they are easy to criticize other people. And it comes from a place of insecurity. 1, 2, 3. We have new job coming your way in reverse. This person could possibly have a new job coming their way. New opportunity, job opportunity. 1, 2, 3. Take it slow. This could be saying like this person needs to move slowly or take things slow. They tend to move maybe fast when it comes to like certain situations. Maybe for example, like getting into a relationship, or they may want to take it fast with you, but in reality it might be best to just take things slowly. 2, 3. And then lastly we have, oh shit. Dresses appropriately for work. This person could possibly dress really nice, dress really formally for work. Like they may dress in like suits and ties, just very nicely dressed for work. 3. Children are expensive in reverse again. I keep getting this message. So this person could possibly have children, or they could just not want children, or they could think that children are very expensive, or they just like maybe are kind of risky and they don't really care how expensive children are. They could be someone that could be a little bit risky when it comes to like wearing protection. I just thought, yeah. Okay. Let's pull one more of these. And then appearance cards. 1, 2, 3. What do they have to say? We have words of affirmation. They may really like words of affirmation for their love language. We have thinks about you naked. So this person could definitely think about you naked, and they're just really attracted to you. Like they definitely think about you naked a lot. You might have a really nice body. 2, 3. We have always fixes your hair or rubs your back when you need to be comforted. This person could be like physically attentive when it comes to like rubbing your back or fixing your hair or whatever. 1, 2, 3. It's time to leave. So they could feel like, for example, this person might be the one to like easily leave a connection. Like I feel like they're quick to make decisions when it comes to like leaving or fleeing. I feel like they tend to run a lot, and I think maybe that's how they're feeling about this connection. Like it's time to leave this connection. Check it out, it resonates. Let's pull one more. 3. Oh, and then we have this relationship is 30-70. They could feel like it's unfair in this relationship. Like maybe they feel like they're giving way too much, but like, yeah, and that's their own perspective. And then we have acts of service, love language. They could really like words of affirmation, and they also really like acts of service. Okay, let's do some appearance cards. So what does this person look like? What does this person look like? 1. Okay, so they could have, they could have like grayish, bluish eyes. 1, 2. They could be athletic, or it kind of came in reverse, but I'm gonna just take it upright. So they could be athletic, have an athletic body. They could also possibly dye their hair, like to color their hair a lot. 1, 2. They could also have a pretty nice jawline. I don't think I'm gonna take the other ones. If they come out again, then they will. 2, 3. Okay, well, this one keeps wanting to come out. So they could have possibly a small forehead. And let's pull one more. They could have close set eyes, I think. This one is close set. Okay, now let's pull some charms. What are some significant charms that can help us identify this person? I see 420. Maybe this person smokes weed. Okay, we have, let's roll this. We have the number 1. We have the 9th house, could be significant. You may want to look up what the 9th house is. I forgot what it is. And then we have the number 2. We have an airplane. This person could be possibly thinking about travel soon. We have a little flower, blossoming flower. Maybe this person is learning, blossoming into a flower. They could also think you are like a flower. Like, you may smell good. You may look like a flower. Like, you're really pretty. This person could possibly like flowers, getting flowers for people. We have Gemini. They could be a Gemini. We also have a carrot here. Maybe they have like a rabbit, or maybe they eat carrots, or maybe you're gonna see them eating carrots around you, like baby carrots. We have another flower. It literally looks like the same flower, just a little bit bigger. This is a really distinct message, and I'm sorry that it just came into my head, but they may like, you may have like a really pretty kitty, and there's literally a cat right there. We have cut. I feel like this person is easy to cut people out of their lives. And then we have a little wreath for Christmas. This could be something to do with like Christmas time. Maybe something about Christmas is significant with this person. Yeah, I think that's all I have for you, pile 3. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please give this video a like and consider subscribing. And I'll see you in one of my next ones. Bye! Hello, my beautiful pile 4s. If you chose this scrunchie, this will be who finds you attractive. So first, we're going to pull some letters to see what their initials could be, what their last name could be. Some initials, first name, initial, what their name could be. Let's see. I'm going to pull just a few. Okay, we have F. Again, we have literally F in every single reading. So if someone with the F name, you may want to look. We also have Q a lot as well. I forgot which ones it is in. We have D. We have N, came out twice, so N could be significant, very significant. We have H, and we have B. So those are the initials of someone who can find you attractive. Let's see some messages about them. More specifically, like, let's see what about them. What are some things that can help us identify who this person is that finds you attractive? Possibly some messages that they would say to you, or something to help us identify who this person is. 1, 2, 3. Give it time. We keep getting give it time. This could be saying like give this relationship time to prosper, or maybe this person is feeling like they need to give you time for you to come to them. We also have I don't understand. Maybe they feel like they don't understand how you feel, like they don't know how you're feeling, or they may not understand how they feel towards you. Like they could be like constantly like, I don't know if I want to be in this connection, and then I do want to be in this connection. Like that could be something. Let's see. They could have a C, F, or G name came out. These names specifically. 1, 2, 3. And we have I miss you. They could definitely be missing you. missing being around you, missing being next to you, just missing maybe being in your presence, maybe the attention from you. Okay, let's see some love messages that this person might want to say. All right. 1, 2. To help us identify who this person is. 3. Wants to hold your hand. We got that message a couple times in other readings. So this person could, whoever maybe is watching again, maybe you know who this person is. Like, they could really want to like hold your hand, possibly. Oh, we have it's time to leave in reverse, and we keep getting the same fucking cards, bro. It's time to leave, and then we also have always fix your hair and rub your back when you need comfort. So these two messages could be two different people. Maybe this is a message, or this could be like this person feels like it's time to leave this connection and forget about it. But they could also be flip-floppy, and they could be the type of person that like always fix your hair, rubs your back when you need comfort. Or maybe they feel like you would do this to them. Not sure. 1, 2, 3. Always thinks about you, getting you little gifts all the time. This person could think about always buying you little gifts. Like, they may want to buy you like a bunch of different gifts to show that they care about you. Like, maybe their love language is gift giving, and they think about doing that all the time, but maybe they don't do it. Or maybe they do, and they like literally buy you something. Like, they may actually like go out and buy you something to show that they like care. Okay. Let's see, what are some communication cards. Can you let me pick you up, goddamn? Okay, I'm gonna just show these. We got, because they were not letting me pick this up. We have, you're not always right. So maybe this is saying, like, you're not always right about this person. Like, maybe you think this person is ready, or maybe you think this person isn't ready, and it's like, listen, whatever you're thinking, you're not always right. Sometimes you never know. And then we also have things happen for a reason. This could be also something that this person says to you. Like, maybe this person will say to you or says to you a lot, you're not always right. They could also possibly think about things. They could be someone that maybe believes like things happen for a reason, and maybe they feel like the reason why you guys never got together was because like it was just not meant to be, and they could feel like it's time to leave this connection. 1, 2, 3. We also have self-talk. They could possibly talk to themselves a lot. It could be either positive self-talk, or it could also be negative self-talk. I'm going to say maybe a little bit more negative just because it's in reverse. 1, 2, 3. Talking to a mentor. So this person could possibly be talking to maybe a therapist, or talking to someone that may be older than them and maybe a little bit more wise to give like advice. And it could be possibly them talking about you to maybe their family. They may talk to their family about you. Like, they may go to their family, and their family is probably like either saying, oh, like, you know, maybe go after this person, or don't worry if things don't work out, blah, blah, blah. Or maybe they could also be maybe disapproving of this connection. Like, maybe they're like, oh, I don't think it's a good idea, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, so, but they could be like talking to their family about this connection. Okay, now let's see what are some career cards. Something about their career, maybe, to help us identify who this person is. One. We have homeless. This person could possibly, like, not be at home at all. Like, they're kind of just, like, never home. They could also just not have a home. They may not have a place to stay. Okay. Let's move these up. Let's see, what else do we have? One. We have gets easily distracted by things. This person could possibly, like, have ADHD, where they just get easily distracted. Like, they could be someone that you have a conversation with and they just get easily distracted during the conversation. They could also just, like, can't focus on, like, one thing. Like, they maybe, like, shiny things distract them. Like, they're just, like, can't pay attention. One. Two. Three. Take a vacation. This person may need to go on vacation. They may need to go on a vacation. They could be possibly, like, burnt out from, like, work, or maybe they're working very hard. One. Ooh. We also have working at a miserable job. They could possibly hate their job right now. Like, they may feel like it sucks and they don't want to work there anymore. And that could be adding to their misery right now. And that could be maybe why they need to take a vacation. Okay, let's pull some appearance cards. What does this person look like? How does this person look? One, two, three. They could be someone who's, like, a little bit tan. One, two, three. Okay, well, we got this card. They could possibly look like this. Like, they may have a beard. Or that might not be beard. It could just be that they have, like, shorter hair like that. They could look, like, rugged. Okay. One. They could have thick eyebrows. They could also possibly color their hair. They could also possibly be balding or be bald. And I guess I could also take this because I flipped it over on accident. They could also possibly have, like, bluish, grayish eyes. Okay, let's pull some charms. What are some charms to help us understand possibly who this person is? Alright, we have a star. This makes me think of Aquarius. We have a black star. That could be, like, they're going through a transition. Like, there could be also a lot of space, but it's like this person could be possibly, like, a star. Like, they're a star. We have Aries. There could be Aries vibes, like Aries at work right now. We also have Pluto. I believe that's Pluto. They could have possibly Aries and Pluto. We also have another... Oh, I didn't even mean to say another. We have a butterfly. We also have, like, a little panda. They could maybe have, like, a black eye or something. They could also just really like pandas. We have, like, a little toolbox. They could possibly have a toolbox that they carry around. I just thought of, like, construction work or, like, just a toolbox, like they have a toolbox maybe always around with them. They could also be like possibly a little bit religious, like they believe in maybe like Christianity, or like they could be a Catholic or something like that. We also have a little flower here. This could be like meaning like blossoming. This person, like, I know it said give it some time. This could be like this situation is blossoming. Okay, thank you so much, Pile 4. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please give this video a like and consider subscribing, and I'll see you in one of my next ones. Bye!